there is definitely something going on within the locker room, the front office. Something is off, man. This is the third situation in one game we have had involving Caitlin Clark and the coaching staff and pretty much another player. And it looked like Caitlin Clark definitely had a situation take place where she had a heated exchange with two assistant coaches on the staff.
The locker room door slammed so hard it trembled on its hinges. Inside, voices collided in a storm of frustration. The air crackled with tension, sharp and dangerous like a live wire. In that moment, everything was about to shift for the Indiana Fever, in ways no one could have predicted. Caitlin Clark had finally hit her breaking point, and Stephanie White was about to face the fallout of months' worth of missteps, all igniting in one explosive confrontation.
Look, Caitlin Clark and Stephanie White clearly like and respect one another, right? But that doesn't mean they always see eye to eye. And I am beginning to suspect more and more that there's a bit of a divide between the way that they see the game and the way that they think the Indiana Fever should play.
What happened in that locker room didn't stay behind closed doors. It reverberated far beyond, sending shockwaves through the entire basketball world. Suddenly, every fan was asking the same question. Was the WNBA's brightest star on the verge of walking away from Indiana for good?
Caitlin Clark, you need to go up to their front office, demand Stephanie White to be fired, removed.
They want the front office to pick between Caitlin Clark and Stephanie White.
It was only a matter of time, bro, that Caitlin Clark was going to obviously have words with Stephanie White.
Caitlin Clark needs to get the hell out of Indiana.
I think this is one of those things where it might be a turning point.
Make no mistake, this explosion wasn't triggered by a single bad game or a questionable substitution. It was the boiling point after months of mounting frustration. Months of watching a once-in-a-generation talent misused and misunderstood. Of a superstar beginning to wonder if her coach was steering her toward failure instead of greatness.
In this footage right here, this is Caitlin Clark pretty much ignoring the Indiana Fever assistant coaches. She don't want to hear nothing y'all got to say. She ain't here for none of the drama, none of the BS. It's over with. Guys, check this out. Right here, Austin Kelly, like, okay, whatever. Like, bro, like, y'all really think, like, bro, I don't know what this conversation was about, but clearly here, there's a situation at hand. Caitlin Clark is pissed. She don't want to hear nothing y'all got to say.
Clark's glare alone could have stripped the paint from the walls. This was the player who had dragged the franchise from irrelevance to the center of the basketball universe, only to be sidelined by a system seemingly incapable of using her brilliance. It bordered on basketball malpractice. Picture it. The Fever flooded the airwaves with commercials featuring her face, sold out arenas with her highlight reels. And when the lights were brightest, they stashed her on the bench like a collector's item still in the box. It was theater of the absurd, and Indiana...
Did we see any of this at Iowa? No, we didn't. We didn't see Caitlin Clark erupting on assistant coaches, having heated exchanges with Lisa Bluter. We didn't see this. Hell, she didn't even have a heated exchange with Christy Sides last year. I don't know what the hell is going on, but it's looking real spooky, and I'm telling y'all right now, this thing is heating up. Something is coming to a head because Caitlin Clark is now showing publicly she's pissed off. She's publicly showing it. She ain't in character no more. She's sick of it.
Fans aren't just whispering in private group chats anymore. They're shouting into the digital void. Scroll through social media during a Fever game, and it reads like a chorus of furious Yelp reviews. Asterisk, I paid to see Clark Magic, not this circus act. Asterisk, if this is what the Fever's selling, I want a refund, on my time, my money, and my hope. Asterisk, when your franchise centerpiece feels cast aside, it's not just a tactical misstep. It's a gut punch to every fan who bought the jersey, cleared their schedule, and made the trip to witness a basketball phenom electrify the court.
Word on the street is CC told Stephanie White to sit Kelsey Mitchell and Howard because they don't pass. Could be true. CC went to tie her shoe after passing to Howard on a play. LOL.
And it is clear that there is a philosophical rift in the team.
And here's where you come in. If you're watching this mess unfold, frustrated, fired up, and right there with thousands of fed-up fans, smash that like button until it shakes. Drop a #free Caitlyn in the comments right now. Let's send a message loud enough to break through the walls of
I'm all for the veteran players, but at the end of the day, did we all forget that this is Caitlyn's team? Like, did y'all just throw that whole situation out the window? #1 draft pick, rookie of the year, breaking all the damn records like they're scratch-offs? Bruh, what is we doing here, dog? I mean, Stevie Wonder could see that they tripping, man, at this point in time. I mean, I want to see the Caitlyn we seen at Iowa. What happened to the Iowa CC? The greatness. I mean, bruh, we haven't seen the Logo 3 in a month, bruh.
To truly understand how we ended up at this breaking point, we've got to rewind a few months, back to a moment that almost demanded its own laugh track. Stephanie White, in a hoops discussion last season, dropped a soundbite that went viral for all the wrong reasons. Reflecting on the Mavericks playing without Luka, she said, completely straight-faced, *the ball's moving. It's popping. Multiple
Stephanie White, right here, talking about Luka.
A wrist sprain in that game and has been out since. And that puts a lot on the plate of players like Spencer Dinwiddie, who just came in, who finds Marshall for the corner three.
When you see the Mavs just play differently without Luka on the floor, he's a guy who's high usage rate, the ball's in his hands. When he's not on the floor, that ball is moving, it's popping, multiple players getting involved in action, and everyone stepping up.
Okay, you can hear the excitement in her voice talking about Luka not being in there. Oh, they're moving and they're popping and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, oh no. You hear that and you wonder, is she one of these coaches that doesn't believe in the transcendent?
That's like a bakery bragging it sold more donuts after firing its star baker. It was laugh out loud bizarre. Fans dragged it all over social media. Analysts shook their heads in disbelief.
Stephanie White, you deserve the Dodo Bird of the Day award.
And if they do not want to get a coaching, make a coaching change and bring in who she wants, that is going to cater to her style and build the team around her strengths, then she should walk.
And who do you think that the fans come to see? They don't come see everybody else that's on that team. I'm sorry. There's no disrespect. The Caitlin Clark effect, the CC effect is real.
And this wasn't just a throwaway line or a harmless slip. It was her philosophy, her gospel. Once you understand that, suddenly all the baffling lineup decisions,
I don't even understand the spacing of the offense. I'm watching Caitlin Clark drive down the right side of the lane, and Natasha Howard, rather than spacing the floor and stand in the corner, she's diving to the basket, bringing a defender to Caitlin. It's just, bro, the offense is just trash. I got to be honest with you.
But what I will say with Stephanie White is just that I hate this offense. I do not like the Indiana Fever's offense this season. It's hard to watch. And I feel like Stephanie White is bringing what she was doing with the Connecticut Sun over here.
That's exactly why men need to be coaching in the WNBA, bro. Need to be coaching. Yeah, let a man do it, bro. Because all this women coaching other women athletes, bro, it's out of there. And then these women owners and all of that, man, please, bro, y'all just tearing stuff down, bro. It's not about y'all. But it's crazy though.
Here's the real problem. Caitlin Clark isn't just another ball handler. She's a generational floor general, built to orchestrate, ignite, and elevate everyone around her. Take the keys out of her hands, and the whole engine stalls in the middle of the freeway. But Stephanie White keeps singing the same tired tune. That running too much through Clark leads to stale, predictable, one-woman hero ball.
Played Natasha Howard more minutes in the first half than you played Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark played the 4th most minutes out of everybody in the starting lineup in the first half, and you wonder why we're losing. Caitlin, 12 points, 9 assists, but she don't even look like the same player. She don't look enthusiastic. She just don't even look like she into it anymore. She kind of look like she over this. You know what I mean? And to be honest, as a Caitlin Clark fan, I'm pretty much over it as well. I just got to keep it real with you. I'm pretty much over this as well. This season is a travesty. I just feel like, she needs to explore other options.
This isn't Stephanie White's first run-in with trouble. Long before she took her place on the Indiana Fever sidelines, armed with glossy playbooks and polished press conferences, she was running a strikingly similar experiment at Vanderbilt alongside her mentor, Carolyn Peck. On paper, they looked unstoppable. Peck, a champion with a decorated resume. White, hungry to...
She don't know what she's doing. She's holding Caitlin Clark back. She don't know what to do with her.
Yeah, I know Caitlin Clark plays a certain type of way. You want to build a team around your superstar player. That is not the case for this team. This front office solely, to me, only care about the regiment of their team.
Y'all was way better without her last year. You hear me? She is sabotaging your game. She trying to make you play slow. Know what I'm saying? You have to have the ball in your hand and play up tempo. That's your game. And everybody, even Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder can see that. You hear me? And everybody that's saying the Fever is better without Caitlin Clark, aka my precious CC, go.
Watch Caitlin Clark closely. Every time she touches the ball, hesitation flickers across her face. Teammates miss their cuts. Screens come late, or don't come at all. Defenders swarm her instantly, daring her to create while the rest of the Fever stand frozen. This isn't the confident maestro who, just last year, pulled defenders 28 feet from the rim, forcing help rotations that left shooters wide open. This is a superstar forced into awkward solos on a dimly lit stage. The fireworks she once ignited have faded into uncomfortable silence. Make no mistake, Clark hasn't changed. Her range. This goes deeper than Clark. White treats everyone like cogs in a synchronized machine, equal touches over elite creation. But basketball is human. It thrives on outliers, transcendent stars who tilt games by sheer force. The best coaches know this. They build systems to amplify genius, not dilute it. The best plays start with the best players. Look at the modern WNBA. The Aces elevate AJA Wilson's every strength. The Liberty revolve around Sabrina Ionescu and Brianna Stewart's brilliance. Seattle thrive trusting